Hi, it's Julia, and today I have a little bit of a different video to share with you. And I am like so excited, and it's kind of ridiculous because, but yeah, so I've heard about this thing on YouTube in the different community of the beauty YouTubers. Obviously I'm not one of them, but I've heard about this thing, Project Pan, where they sort of pick out a few things during a period of time where they're focusing on that product to sort of hit the pan. So I suppose it started off with like powder stuff that comes in pans, to really use the stuff that you already have. And from what I gather, many things is a really fun idea. You really get like use out of the products, and I felt like, come on, like art supplies, we should do the same. That sounds like so much fun. So that is what I'm thinking about doing. That is what I have decided to do for November. My own sort of Project Pan art edition, I suppose. So for me, this is all about getting back into the sketchbook. I feel like I don't spend as much time as I wish and as I need in my sketchbook. So I thought it would be really fun to try out this sort of Project Pan philosophy, and hoping that will spark some more focusing on the sketchbook. So that is sort of why I am doing this. Having something fun, something like new and novel, and bringing a new sort of entrance point into sketchbook, instead of usually what I do is I have this idea, I want to paint ravens. Okay, so then I go to the sketchbook where I do like with a lot of pencil, and I sit down and I paint a lot of, or draw a lot of ravens, and then 2 weeks later, you know. But I want to have it more like a habit, more of just sitting down, getting like, just like, you know, a work. Like this is a task, you sit with a sketchbook. Also, I hate November, because November in Sweden is grey and rainy and very grey. So I just feel like I need any bit of fun that I can get here in Sweden, and we don't really start Christmas things until 1st of December. Or 1st of Advent, I should say. I mean, the stores start selling in October, but it's like, it's not really Christmas until December. So there's not a lot of Christmas light outside. It's just really So I'm thinking, you know what, let's do something fun and do this. So Project Pan November edition it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out a sketchbook. I'm going to pick out some watercolors or wet media, because, you know, I love watercolor, and some pens. And I'm going to show you what those are when I've picked them out, and I'm going to show you like how far they are, and then in the and then after November I'm going to show you what kind of damage I did to them, and I can't wait, and I really want to like just be a part of the process, I suppose. And I really encourage you to do the same. You don't need a lot. I mean, what you really need is some form of paper and a pencil. I mean, like a sharpenable pencil is super easy to measure, because from what I get with Project Pan, you should measure things, or document, like, you know, how much. So, and but also, I mean, I was thinking that if you don't like sketching or doing that kind of stuff, then coloring books would be a great, perfect thing for this kind of project. So I'm working in 2 coloring books sometimes. So I just started this coloring book, Christmas. I know I just said about Christmas, but this is, this doesn't affect anybody else, so it's okay. It's just me. I can do it in secret, you know, and then once December comes, it's okay. But you know, this is perfect. I mean, choosing a coloring book or deciding on like, I want to focusing on using these 5 pencils, or I don't know. But I just feel like you can do this with anything. So I'm really excited. Here we have the supplies. So let's start with the obvious one. We need something to draw on. I have this sketchbook. And I am very, very, so guilty of having tons of sketchbooks. And I mean, in my head it makes sense. Like I have one for watercolor, I have one for drawing like just on regular paper, and then I decide, oh, I need one just to paint dinosaur skulls. You know? So I think the best thing is I'm going to start with this one. And this is an Arteza, whatever you call it. And it's about 20 by 20. And I started it in January. So yeah, and it has watercolor paper. I am not a big fan of this paper. It works, but it's not like amazing. So, but yeah, I mean, I have done some pages in here I'm very happy with, and yeah, and you can see some pages I have like not done. So this was the watercolor side, this was the not. I mean, so some things, like I feel like these pages sort of come in, like I don't really know what to do with them because they don't take the watercolor, and this is a watercolor journal, you know. But yeah, so this is about, oh, it's a ribbon. But you can see, so it's not like a chronological journal where I have started and then, because I have jumped back and forth quite a lot because of how the paper has been. So there's quite a lot of empty spaces in this journal. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to fill it up. So I have just like 3 pages left here, but like I said, there's a lot of empty spaces throughout. So I'm thinking that's a good way to start. And it's not like a brand new journal to make me feel like, oh, I can't do it. I think this is very reasonable. And of course, if I finish this tomorrow, which I won't, but you know, then I can just pick up another journal. You know, the point is to spark creativity, to keep on creating. So the other things that I have added here is, of course, we need a pencil, and I have talked quite a lot in the studio vlogs about pencils, and I have recently bought new ones. But I'm going to add in this one, and we'll see how far we get with this one. So yeah, it's just, it's a Viking, it's made in Denmark, and it's a regular HB pencil. And what I think I will want to do is sort of like document how well we are getting on with this project. So let's see how long this pencil is when we start today. So here we have the pencil for now. How much shorter it will be. If it is shorter, maybe I hate this pen and throw it in the trash, or I don't know. But yeah, okay. Then I wanted to add in some color pencils. I really enjoy working with color pencils, and these two are definitely on the last thread. It is 2 of the first colors I ever bought of Polychromos, and I bought these 2 when I was working on a project that I really liked. So this is dark sepia and sky blue, and I have more of these in my pen case, so it's, yeah, I definitely have more of them. But yeah, I just, especially this blue color, I really love sketching with it, and the dark sepia I think is good for pretty much anything. Yeah, it's a really nice, warm color. And then this one. And I do have some pencil extenders in my drawer right next to my desk, so I think I might pop those out so I don't hurt my hands too much. So I have a little bit of help with these. But yeah, I just really, really like these pencils. They're so pretty. And I really like the polychromos. Oh, now we can't see anything. I wanted to add in a fine liner, but I thought it would be fun to try add in something that I wouldn't typically add in. Now, I don't think I will use this all the time, but this is a zebra color vintage in brown. And I mean, whoops, I don't think we will use up all of this, but I thought it could be fun to, oh crap, now I don't know what side it was, like here. But I thought it could be fun to work with another, more like regular ballpoint pen. And I suppose we need to do like, the barrels go over there, and we are here. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. I've added in this. So this is a water brush. I have a few of them in the shop if you want to get them in 3 different sizes. And I have filled this one up with some ink. And that ink is this one from Ferris Wheel Press. And it's Cream of Earl. And these are just, I mean, the packaging is something else, you know. They're just amazing, and the color is really, really nice. So yeah, this is how it looks. And I like that you get this really light wash of color. So I thought that could be really fun. I've had this since about the summer and I haven't really used it, so I thought this could be really nice to add in with the with this project too. So let's see, I think the barrel ends about here. If we do it like that, it is about there. So this part is full. Okay. And the last thing, of course, I mean, I had to add in some watercolor, obviously. And the watercolor I decided to add in, I mean, it is called Project Pan, so I was like, okay, you have to have something with pans. So I have a drawer filled with watercolors. Well, actually I have 2, we don't need to go into details. But you know, I do make watercolors, so I have quite a lot of them. But one of my favorite sets is the Jane set. And I think it's quite reasonable. As you can see, the Knightley and Wentworth are already very, very low, but there's definitely dents in all of them, so I don't really know, I don't think I can document that in the journal, so I'm just going to try to do some close-ups here, and we'll see how far, what kind of damage we can do to it. I have refilled these pans many times, and that's why they don't look very nice. You can see Darcy doesn't look very nice at all, and that's because when it gets low and I make a batch of Darcy, I just pour it in here. So here we have the colors. So we have, oh, clever of me to put the water under the tripod here. Okay, we have Knightley. I'm going to do the metallics last. There's Anne. This is Emma. This is not Emma, this is Elizabeth. Darcy. And by the way, the Jane set, I just got a question the other day. It will be back in the shop, hopefully, if everything goes well. I shouldn't be saying this, but yeah, I'm counting on January. hopefully everything will be dry by then. So they will be back. And here we have Emma. So those are the colors, and that is also sort of why I pick the other supplies a little bit like I did, because I feel like the color scheme goes pretty well together. I feel like these pens work pretty nicely. And they're brown. So yeah. Oh, I was going to try and put it like all nicely like other YouTubers, but I can't. No. Okay, so those are the art supplies that I have decided on spending the month of November really getting to know and trying to use up. So it sounds a bit weird, like I really want to finish them. But yeah, I'm really excited and I'm full of ideas, and yeah, let's see what will happen in a month. Is that good? I don't know. Did I forget something? I don't know what that, I don't know. Do I need to add anything? I think